Hello friends, today I'm here to talk to you about rhythm. Now you'll be thinking, what's new about that? Bickram Ghosh and rhythm. You'll obviously be talking about rhythm. But no, I have more to say on the subject of rhythm than you could possibly imagine. Whenever we talk about rhythm, people tend to think that rhythm is just beats. You hear them, you get excited, you want to dance. I'm going to tell you today that rhythm is far greater and more impactful on our lives than you can even begin to imagine. How's that so? Well, let's think of the basic concept of specifically Indian rhythm. Indian rhythm is cyclic in nature. What does that mean? We have a tala system, which basically means there are a number of beats which are rotated. They keep going round and round. So like if you have the 16 beat tala system, which is very, very popular, Teen Tal, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1. Back to the 1. It's like a clock. It goes round and round. So you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It doesn't go like a linear system which goes in a straight line. It goes from 1 to 16 and back to the 1. And again the 16. And again the 16. So every tala is conceptualized like this. If you think of the ramifications of a tala cycle, then you will see that everything around us, literally nature itself, has bound the cosmos to rhythm. Imagine, every day is the rhythmic cycle of 24 hours. Every week is a rhythmic cycle of 7 days. Every year is a rhythmic cycle of 365 odd days. Everything in the cosmos is set to a cycle. It doesn't change. It doesn't happen that, suddenly in a week we have 9 days or 4 days. No, it's always 7 days, round and round. 24 hours, round and round. Even Halley's Comet comes back every 75 years or so. It never happens that Halley's Comet comes back after 4 years and then it comes back after 80 years. No, it's all set to a rhythmic cycle. It's like this amazing cosmic trapeze act. All the planets are in place, all the day, the night, the sun, the moon, everything is set to a rhythm. It is operating round and round in the same circular rhythmic fashion. Isn't that fascinating? If that is the macrocosm of the influence of rhythm, I'd like to give you an insight into how rhythm is also equally relevant in its microcosmic form in our daily lives. How's that so? Well, imagine you've met somebody on the road, a friend of yours, and you say, "Hi, Sanjay, it's been so long. I haven't seen you in years. It's so wonderful to see you. How have you been?" Sanjay says, "Bickram, it's nice to see you. I've been well. It is indeed very nice to meet you after all these years." What am I going to think? I'm going to think there's something a bit off with Sanjay. What is off is that Sanjay is not using some very basic components of rhythm in his speech delivery. In his speech, there is no accent and modulation. So if Sanjay were to say, with equal enthusiasm, "Hi, Bickram, it's so wonderful to see you. And you know what? I've been waiting to see you all these years and it's great to see you." up and down, and accents and non-accents, creating this beautiful rhythmic structure. Hence, imagine the ramifications of that. Our lives and all our interactions and hence relationships are dependent on how we communicate, how we speak. And speech itself is so dependent on your rhythmic expression. So imagine you really like a lady and you want to go and propose to her and you want to say, "Oh, Jennifer, I really love you. Would you marry me?" Instead, you go and say, "Jennifer, I really love you. Would you marry me?" Jennifer's going to think, why is he speaking so fast? What is the mistake that I would make if I were to speak so fast and eventually maybe result in getting rejected by Jennifer? I would be making a mistake in tempo. Again, tempo is intrinsically a rhythmic component. So I have to get my tempo right according to the occasion. So I have to say, "Jennifer, what's the modulation and the tempo? I really love you." Accent, "Will you marry me, please?" You'd stand a chance. But if you go, "Jennifer, I really love you, and marry me, please." No accent, no modulation, wrong tempo. Whoops. Similarly, another situation, a tempo judgment mistake. You're on this side of the road. On the other side of the road, you see a man crossing. And to the corner of your eye, you see a car coming in full speed. The man hasn't seen the car. So you have to shout out to him and say, "Stop! There's a car coming." Instead, you say, "Stop! There's a car come." You said it too slow. Tempo judgment mistake. Once again, rhythm at play. Life and death depends on rhythm. Every which way you look at anything around us, our interpersonal relationships, the way we talk, how we do in our careers, how we do in our friendships, it depends on how you use your voice and how you use your speech, which is so dependent on rhythm. Look outside, the cosmos is operating in rhythm. Everything is in rhythm. One of my favorite examples of how rhythm and tala is even a very important part of poetry and literature. And I've spoken about this before, but for those who haven't heard, I discovered a wonderful link between William Shakespeare, the bard, and jhap, the Indian classical tal. How's that so? Well, Shakespeare wrote pretty much everything in iambic pentameter. Pentameter, sections of 5. And an iamb is a mode of prosody where the first syllable is unaccented. So watch this. "Methinks I am a prophet new inspired, and thus expiring do foretell of him. His rash fierce blaze of riot cannot last." Everything is going in 5s. The whole sentence can be broken into parts of 5. And the first syllable is unaccented. So, "Methinks I am a prophet." It's not "Methinks I am a prophet." So if you think of another line, for example, later on from the Romantics, "Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun." This is teen tal. Da din din na, da din din na, na din din na, teta din din na. And here the accent is on the first syllable. So season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. It's all set to rhythm. Shakespeare's anaghat jhaptal. So ghat, so the first syllable is anaghat, it's not accented, and it's all in 5s. So the equivalent tala in this case, which is of course of 10 beats, but you can consider it to be sections of 5, is jhaptal. So there you go. Shakespeare is writing in jhaptal. Keats and Shelley are writing in teental. Everything is about rhythm. Isn't that a perspective which really opens up everything around us? And I'm going to leave you with a final little demonstration of how even daily experiences are set to rhythm and we often don't even notice it. So imagine you're on a train. Have you ever thought that when you're on a train, what is the rhythm that the train is moving on? If you haven't noticed it, listen. It's in cycles of 5 primarily. So the train starts, is going out of the station. Speeding up. Slowly speeding up. How's it 5? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So imagine you're kind of swaying with that rhythm inside the train, and suddenly there's another train crossing from outside the window, and when that happens, the rhythm changes into 4s. It's almost magical how that happens, but I've seen it happen so many times. So we're going with 5s, and then the train is crossing and it becomes 4, and then back to the 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another train. It's gone. Coming back into the station. The whole train ride was going in 5s, and when the train crosses with another train, it runs in 4s. I'll leave you with that thought. Everything is set to rhythm, and rhythm is all around you. All you have to do is be conscious and notice it. Thank you, and catch you in my next video. Bye.